These are the tools that you'll need for this project. See the educator guide for more details. My daughter Grace creates a lot of movement in this artwork. Notice how your eye follows that line of the rainbow across the top of the page, then down to the bottom right. And my eyes travel up the long stems of the flowers, back up to the sky, then back down the rainbow again, round and round. In Lizzie's art, I have that same movement up the stems, and at the top I see different values of color, different lightnesses and darknesses in that watercolor of yellows and pinks. It creates an interesting variety in each flower. Turn your paper to the portrait orientation. That's where it's more vertical, up and down, long. This allows you to cluster a few of them closer together, but also focus on that upward movement of the eye, having a long stem to the flowers. On your watercolor paper, use a pencil and sketch out some petals for a flower. This is we'll call it a messy flower. These petals have rough lines. I don't know, 5 or 6 petals, something like that. And they all point a bit at the end, overlap a little bit. But the point is they're pretty rough. They're not organized. You don't need to be precise about these petals. They just fold and go whatever direction they want to go in. It's some kind of lily, maybe a daylily. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Think about how many flowers you want on your page and how closely you want to pack them together. Create a long stem and pay attention to where the stems overlap. Add leaves. Once you're happy with your layout, then take your pen and go over all those lines. You'll need to take an eraser and get rid of any extra pencil marks after that. Now it's time to apply some color. With your paint, add a lot of water, either in a tray or just on your brush, because you want to create what's called a wash. That's where you dilute the paint so much that the value of the paint is a lot lighter than it would be otherwise. Notice how I'm starting out here with my lightest color. I use the yellow first because with watercolor, it's best to start out with your light color and then keep building to the darker colors because you can't really go lighter once you've gone darker. The really fun part about this kind of painting is that it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines. In fact, it's a good thing.